Hey guys, welcome back. So we're here, we're Connie, and you can tell it's the finale. At least of the uncommons. So let's get our ghost snakes and head over to the end. Oh, name face it, easy twisted, I guess? Okay, before we go, am I missing one? Main, rare. Common, I did Brightney, I remember doing Brightney. Rare, doing you. Common, can't do common, done. Rare, done. Rare, done. Main, done. Rare, main, done. Main, done. Main, and done. Okay. We'll see ya. Ronnie, last character, let's go. And as I stated in my Fin run yesterday, this is a dandy run. For those who don't know why, let me break it down. Connie's ability is similar to an item I think I've used in this challenge. I might not have because of how rare it is. It's the smoke bomb. When used, you are invisible for 5 seconds. Similar to my ability, which I think lasts 5 or 10 seconds, I forgot which one. But Danny can still see you. So we're running running shoes to increase our running speed, because we can't bring a bow. Or dog flush. Heck, we can't even bring one of the two that require even or odd floor. So yeah, we get 5 seconds of invis. Well, I'm quite sure that a smoke bomb still lets you be invis to Dandy, which is the only difference. Now, no matter what Dandy sells, it doesn't matter. Our only goal is to get done these floors as swiftly as possible, because the less time we're on the floor, the less chance that they will corner us. Instant Poppy, always fun to see. We have a common that's scary. Scarier than if I had a main. Now Dandy cannot spawn in for the first 6 floors. Oh, Brightney's the other one. Which is actually pretty interesting to talk about, because Brightney doesn't really matter if we get. Ooh. Yeah, we also can't bring Vanity Mirror, which sucks. I guess I could have grinded out Alarm. But honestly, I feel like I need hope for Dandy. There we go. Volume's proper now. And, yeah. This will be the penultimate. Well, not penultimate, I'm stupid. Don't mind me, English. This will be the ultimate challenge for the uncommons. And I've already used my ability, meaning we have to play a bit more cautiously if we want to play it smart. We know that both of these are safe. Now, thankfully, Connie has pretty good extraction rate, if a little poor in skill check. I can outrun Poppy, barely. That was a fun interaction. But that's just how these interactions will go. Connie relies heavily on their ability to stay out of trouble. And that's no different in a public run as it is here. The only difference is we don't have a distractor to keep them away. Which leads us to an interesting thing that I've talked about a few times, but I want to go a bit more in depth on why it would be more interesting than these solo runs. And it is the duo, trio, etc. for this very challenge. Basically, some characters actually can do a multitude of playstyles. So, like, if you're playing a Yata, you don't have to be a gen jockey. You could easily distract with just running shoes. And then just have a useless party poppers. But that's where the thing gets a tad bit more interesting. You see, to make it so that not everyone will be running a Connie speedy shoes, so it'll actually be more difficult, we won't even be able to have repeat trinkets. So, say DX is helping me with Connie. If DX chooses that he's the one who wants to run the speedy shoes instead of having me do it, then I could run manual, but I won't be able to do the speedy shoes. Addie Claren and suddenly two of the best in the game have been taken. Granted, there's still things like cardboard armor and alarm that we could equip, but eventually we will run out. On Connie specifically, there's 5 items in the Annie's trinket that you could buy that are pretty good, in my opinion. And of these, I own 4. I bought cardboard armor before I bought V. I'm smart. No, I'm not. I'll just say I am. But yeah. Also, I think I'll only be using DX for, well, I say using as if I'm actually using him. But I think I'll only be bringing DX into the duo runs. Meaning, schedule alignment will have to happen, which is always fun to play around with. But in a way, it will be fun. Box of chocolate, floor 1. Who needs Dandy? Bam. Almost in front. Says Jimmy ain't buying. Sorry guys, I hate that ping that is on in chat saying that's auto-translating. I probably should just turn that thing off real quick while we're in an elevator. Goop. And this is where our ability shines. Okay, time for some interesting facts. Connie. Ooh, Tisha. Okay, that's nice. Connie's ability actually provides some of the most versatile playstyles, which is why it's given to such a slow character. If given to a speedy character, how are you already here? If given to a speedy character similar to Pebble, it would be extremely broken, which is why Solar, in my opinion, is probably one of the better characters over in Anchored. You just get that Galvio free plus high speed, but in turn you gave up your hack. Basically, we are and one of the side effects is that we pull what Flight could have done upon release. Now, for those who don't know, Flight had a bug upon release that was kinda powerful. And I believe I did talk about it in the flight run, but basically, Flight's ability was able to block a line of sight, so it countered Scraps and Goob and Gigi. It was able to make Twisted lose aggro. Sounds a lot like our ghostly ability. Now, I did say I'd start doing fun facts with Connie. Well, not Connie. With every character I'm saying. Jeez. Connie's just who I'm saying, obviously. So they're stuck in my head. But when it comes down to fun facts, I can't really think of too many for Connie. Like, I mentioned how Finn was the fastest, but like, what am I meant to say about Connie? Of course, they're both the stealthiest. They have the highest stealth and an ability that makes them even stealthier. What? Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Why were they both there? Well, a bit too focused on where they were when I lost them, and not focused enough on where they could be. My mistake. But yeah, Connie is one of the two characters that have 5 stars. Which is actually pretty interesting in my opinion, because only a handful of characters aren't mains but have 5 stars. Heck, not even Yata reaches 5 stars with their skill set. And their playstyle does like have interesting components to it. While yes, primarily being composed of stealth, can be used in a more interesting way when paired up with an air horn, making Connie one of the few characters that makes an air horn a very busted item. For instance, say Pebble's in danger and you're playing Connie with an air horn, you're able to take that danger away, but not just that, you're also able to mess around and get them away far enough, depending on distance. I'm going to highly state that. If they're like right on your ass, then obviously you can't, but you do have the possibility to keep that distractor alive, even if for just a little bit longer. Because sometimes all you need to do is give them just a few seconds of stamina regen. Enough time to get some value out of protein bar. And then their ability to just disappear in an instant. They're able to immediately lose Twisted when needed, even if Air Horn is in effect. So we say there are 2 distractors. And they're alternating. Connie with Megaphone can be a valid option to help shift all the Twisteds. The other option is legit just Shrimpo with some form of smoke bomb. So, yeah. Connie has probably the most interesting playstyle of any toon. For even though they have low speed, they have high diversibility. And it does kind of show that the speed stat, while yes, they're really important, isn't the only thing that matters. I knew you were there. Well, seeing how I'm not buying from the shop, Frugal's kinda useless. Now, I'm not saying that extra 10 stamina would have saved me. Obviously, I did not know where they were coming from, got cornered, and just didn't pop ability. Floor 3 blackout, and that wasn't even... Oh, well, right next to machine. Not machine access, perfection. That wasn't even Brightney's fault. That was a natural floor 3 blackout. Oh, I thought we got cool room. Ooh, but we did get that. Now, as you see, Brightney is one of the 5 characters in the game, I believe, that have a glow. And ironically enough, when going invisible, the smoke particles actually can be seen through to see around in a blackout. So, overall, blackouts aren't exactly a problem due to enhanced vision with the glow. Actually making the new bulb card, or whatever it's called, semi-decent. Though I am curious on who's on the floor, because, like, obviously we don't know. It could actually have Brightney and just not show us, because natural blackout. Now, again, this isn't the first time that a blackout has happened on floor 3 in this channel, I believe. Definitely not the first time it happened to me, though. Oh god, Attack of the Commons. Okay, I need to check this spot because, yeah, every time I've gone this floor, that one has had it. Stealth candy. How useful. Oh, it's the 2 starters. That's actually surprisingly brave of here. I would have hated to learn that there was a GG around the corner. Speaking of, there's a handful of toons that are actually like well, twisted. That will actually be semi-problematic for us here. You know, other than the traditional boxed in, just sneaking up like that. I mean, like, their capabilities and all are actually semi-problematic. And one of them, ironically enough, is GG. They're fast and can take away the only source of speed I have. Of extra speed, I should say. I don't need a... Okay, I need a possibility. I got caught on the same lip twice. Give me out. I'm getting forced into taking a hit here. Jeez. Well, there goes some of my speed. I mean, I'll be fine and all, but jeez. Our run almost died because I wanted to be stingy about my items. I would really love some form of healing on the floor now. Though I am not searching this floor for a medkit. Frankly, it ain't worth it. Oh, that hurts. Well, in 2 floors, he can start showing up. That's if we make it that far. Do know I will be posting this as a failed attempt if I do fail to run. But I strongly refuse to buy from Dandy, because otherwise this would just be another easy run. Will I skip out from buying from Dandy every time for the final character? No, absolutely not. But Connie's ability does kind of trivialize the entire game. I mean, when the gameplay loop is legit, try not to get spotted and you can go invis. It's bound to do that. So it's not a bad thing, but... Yep, that's Letitia. Yeah, it's not something we need right now. Would it be smart and give everyone a fair run and all? And not have a Dandy run? Yes. But that takes away the entire point of me saving Connie for last. Well, again, I wasn't planning on doing Connie last. Heck, I didn't plan for Finn to be done this late either. However, if I don't do it this way, I feel like it'll just be... Oh, it's a cakewalk. No, not quite, because obviously, slow speed, stamina, reliant character. Okay, who's the other? This has been a bit too quiet for... It is possible that we finally rolled into the uncommon of the day, Roger. Pushing this off to Tuesday would be weird. And the reason why I say Tuesday is Plants vs. Zombies is coming back to my channel. Just in a new series of challenge. Well, I plan to do multiple challenges in PvZ 2 still. Right now I'm working on finishing off the game. I lost the hardcore challenge a long time ago. Honestly, I feel like I should probably delete the playlist of it because of how poor it was. But at the same time, it shows growth. It shows that I slowly did build into what I am today. The other one is a Connie. Oh. So no, we did not get the uncommon of the day, unfortunately. We got ourselves. We got one of the best 3 twisteds to see in these runs. And in case you guys are wondering what those 3 are for some reason, is Connie, obviously, Roger, and R&D. Now, technically speaking, R&D is the most problematic of the bunch. Because anyone paying attention will be able to deal with both Connie and Roger. But, caught in a bad spot, R&D's bound to get a hit off ya. Don't you dare. Thank you. But yeah. Overall, it's really good to see a Connie, R&D, or Roger. Because they tend to mean an easier for overall. Like, even with the main, I'd rather deal with Pebble R&D than deal with Pebble and anyone else. Of course, again, Roger and Connie are better. Of the three, you're the best off if you are with a Connie or a Roger. Actually, Roger, because Connie doesn't make constant hints that they're there. But Connie is, like, still good. Also, I did state that it was a very quiet floor, that floor, so... Okay. So now here's the interesting thing. This is our second blackout without a input from the almighty Brightney. And that's Louis. I can tell by the silhouette. Yep, told you. Alright, here's a generally safe spot, I'm gonna be honest. Like, they can stroll over here, but it's uncommon. Then again, we are playing an uncommon character, so who knows. But yeah, after floor 5 and 4, you could start getting mains, which is actually how I picked the floors. First off, floor 20 is probably the farthest consistent floor one can get. At least at the mid tier that I currently am at. But at the same time, you can still get main throughout the entire challenge. You just tack on 5 extra floors where you can get main every time. Oh, Desert one's Roger. Well, that's actually a huge relief. I guess now we got the twisted of the day. And now we found the twisted of the day. Technically, we do have what it takes right now to get out of that, but... you know, I'd rather not. They changed it. This isn't just a bookshelf anymore, it's now art supplies. Fascinating. They're willing to change the model itself, but not the camera collisions. Again, I don't know how hard it is to do that. Honestly, like... but I feel like it shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world, especially when you're adding new toons almost every update. Heck, every event update you're adding 4. And right now you are implementing an entire sticker system. Like... seriously? I feel like asking for better camera hitboxes isn't the most I could be asking for. Yeah, we're now going into the later half. From this point on, we can now get the lethal encounter of Dandy. I don't know how many more characters I'm actually going to like purposely do Dandy runs with. I might just do Dandy runs if I'm feeling stingy with tapes and there's nothing good in the shop enough times in a row. But for the most part, I don't think I'll be doing another... What was going on there? What did I just witness? Thumbnail of the video? Who knows, maybe we'll have another extremely cursed moment. Also, I want you to know that, yes, during these series, I will be using the... Well, during the Rarity Challenge series, I will be doing... Well, I will be using the vintage skins. Oh my god, can I please speak English? But yeah, the vintage skins means I'm doing a Rarity challenge, or I just have no good skins and I like the vintage enough that I'm actually willing to use. For instance, if I'm doing a run with Toodles, I think I'd rather run Junior Detective. I'm not ignoring you. Okay, yes, I'm ignoring you. What's new? Now, one thing about Dandy is... Oh. Already? No. Did he send his boyfriend out on me is the question. No, he sent out a comment. And there's the comment. Who else is here? Don't say Poppy. Okay. The two that took my first heart. Second heart, sorry. You see, I can be more aware of your locations now. Get me away from the elevator. I want to do that one. I could keep this one here. Oh, there's also one here. There's 3 to that side of the elevator. And then one right there, I believe. No, that looks like just a pillar. Never mind, I was right. Okay, not the worst second door. Wait, do I have... Is this the room? No. Damn it. Don't. Shh. That was stupidly risky. Stealth 5 for... If I was playing Brightly or Shrimpo, Boxton will have seen me, by the way. The difference between a Stealth 5 and 1 is insane. Now, unfortunately, I don't have numbers to calculate it, but it's a very visible difference. In the last run, I was running a Stealth 3, and I was being seen at the most bullshit... I would have been seen right there. Last run, when I was playing Finn, I would have been seen. Heck, I think I was seen in that exact scenario. Nope, I could just get away with that as Connie, because Stealth 5, go Bert. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to get away with that, though. Again, Stealth 5 versus Stealth 1 is insane. I legit need to do runs with Brightly and Connie more often so I can, like, see the difference even better. Why Brightly and not Shrimpo? Because I want to actually see a chase. Well, if that's the case, I should probably play Astro. So in other words, I want to play Shrimpo and Connie for the most relevant. Ironically, Shrimpo can actually be semi-decent in a group setting. I'm not going to say he's going to be like the best character, no, by no means he is. But giving him Friendship Bracelet can bypass at least one of his biggest problems. Just 4 other people that are alive with him will give him an extra star's worth of stamina. So, yeah. Not the worst anymore. I don't know how I got away with that, but sure. We'll say that didn't alert anyone. Okay, I don't care about your minor speed increase. Oh god, I should care, I should care, I should care, I should care. Why shouldn't I have stopped sprinting? Yeah, spark plug, there it is. Nah, I can deal with blackout. Goob. There's another goob. Well, it's been nice knowing y'all. But, looks like this run's gonna end this floor. Okay, thankfully I shouldn't be so negative. Yet. First, we don't know who the other target of this floor is. Watch it be like... No. Actually, the lack of activity from them makes me think it's going to be R&D or Roger. Oh no, that's Yada. I'm in danger. And for another twisted I have no counter for. Other than literal stealth. So I'm gonna have to make like snake this floor. Hey, I got my research worth though. You know, if I didn't already have full research on all of them. Well, also, as of masteries, I have most masteries done up to the mains. The only one non-main I don't have mastery for that I own is none other than block. Because of a few reasons, actually. First, he's new, so I didn't have nearly as much time as I did with, say, GG. Second, for the past, like, 2 weeks, well, no, it's more like 1 week, holy. Yes, for the last, like, week, I've been focusing heavily on getting the whole Anchor thing up and going. Because Anchored is a good game and we love it here. Oh, if you're wondering why I'm checking this side longer than the side group actually chose to show up on, it's because of this table. His line of sight wouldn't have been able to see me because of that table. But if he was turning in, I would still have to know. So I can use that table to help hide. And also, the fact that we might actually survive this for assuming that Yatuk and Goop don't come in the wrong order is insane. If you're wondering what the correct order would be, it would be Yata comes in, I get chased for a bit, Goop comes in, I stealth, they both piss off, and we're all good. We're happy and we are moving on to the next floor. But hey, if I look at it, 3 floors left. And I don't think I'll even need to use my ability. Easier than I would buy something, but my inventory is full and I can't afford to lose any of these items. Angry TV. Yep. Bird chirping? Louis. No, I was not calling your name. I was stating your name. Look. Yeah, you go that way, and I'm going to check it this way. And Roger again. Why is that combo showing up? Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3. I think that's all 5 already located. So, that's the hard part complete at least. Well, no, the hard part's actually doing all the machines without being seen, but I digress. Should I wait for more videos of the series to come out, or should I cover it soon? That's a question I'm asking myself for a series, Dandy World AU series actually, where I just wanna read it. It's on YouTube, so obviously it'll be a reaction series, but basically, like, it's a really cool series in my opinion. I mean, as of right now, there is a lot going on still with the series, even if we don't have new information for the past, like, week. I know, I'm so impatient here. Hey, I'm eating that series up like my fucking bread and butter. It's good, okay? So you can't blame me. Well, you can't blame me and expect me not to take a guilty pleasure out of it. There. It is a extremely good. But guilty pleasure isn't the right term. Whatever. English do English things and just... I don't know what to... Whatever. One more machine, and then you're off of this floor. Now, if Danny doesn't show up within the next 2 floors, I'm gonna be slightly upset. Because, like, the whole point of this run is Danny's here, I can't use my ability to counter him. Oh no. But, he hasn't really shown up. Like, you'd think that I'm doing this run, a challenging run. Like, actually trying to make this run extremely challenging for me. Just slow, Dandy, can't use my ability to counter him. Oh no, what will I do? And he just never shows up. We have 2 floors. No music. So, no Dandy. 2 machines back here. We see Boxton. We see a box of chocolates. We see one more machine there. What are the odds that the other one's Poppy? Zero. That's a Roger capsule. Meaning we just have to keep track of Boxton. This run just has been twisted management. Oh wait, that's a machine right there. Cool, I know where all the machines are. Next update, we get Sprout's room, which leaves only one main room left. And that's Pebble. And then I guess Dandy gets the rainbow rooms normally, I'm assuming. Maybe he has his own, like, specialized room as well. Well, floor. I call them rooms, but they're floors. So who knows? Not using my ability. Don't know why though, because I honestly can and not have any troubles. Like seriously, I probably should have just been seen and popped my ability. I guess in case like I lose him suddenly, he's right behind me and I have no options of escape. That were reasonable. And my stingy ass won't bypass. Well, now my stingy ass is gonna make sure I win, but still. Well, this is the hard part, where I purposely lose where Boxton is. Take care of the last few machines. And for those wondering why I was able to tell that there was a machine here even though I never went in this section, yeah, it's because of the giant ass pipe right there. I just had to look over, see that black bar, even though it was lined up perfectly with that corner. I went, yep, that is a machine, no doubt about it. If I was wrong, then I would have seen the extra machine as well. And I was openly said, oh, cool, I was wrong. Also, I might not have noticed the machine at the other exit though. Which honestly would have caused an extremely funny reaction. Because I think I knew where they all are. Especially if I chose to do this one before that one. If only there could be one like cross map. I would have to pop like 2 chocolates to get cross map reliably. Which is like the worst part of this. Okay. Okay, Dandy. You get one more floor to sign. And if not, this challenge run was a disappointment. And also, even if you don't get it, I say this was a massive success. I'll still have to run right past floor 10. Like, also, I have noticed that, like, I realized that earlier on in the series I was going as far as I could before ending it, but now I've been purposely ending it floor after, so I might start doing that again with, like, the mains and rares. Not Connie though, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, R&D. Machine right next to there. Machine there. I don't hear any signs of a main. So an excellent start. That's no Roger capsule. Sadly. And I am gonna take care of this now. Actually, I should like just keep watch of this angle. They come in there, I'll know if they turn, I know, like seriously. There's nothing bad about that angle. Yeah. Well then, guess I know who the other one is. The game made it very clear who the other one is. Cosmo. Kinda fitting actually, seeing how Cosmo has haunted me for quite a while. Like, of all the ones that I run when I'm running general runs, like, that is the Twisted that shows up the most. I am surprised I did not wake them. I said stop running. Unfortunately, I don't think I have the speed to round that corner without R&D napping me, so... yeah, that would have been an ability use. So yeah, that's what I mean by like R&D is... like, yes, one of the better ones to get, but also like I'd prefer any of the other two over R&D. But I'd also prefer to have R&D where I know the location of 24/7 on the floor than, say, a Poppy randomly wandering around as well. What I have preferred more is Dandy. I swear, floor 11 is gonna have Dandy and I'm gonna be pissed. Not Cosmo heading to where I'm heading. I got him, he changed directions. Oh. Another joy of having only Cosmo is I called this angle confidently that no matter what happens, I'll know where Cosmo is and have a safe route to escape. I will have seen him coming there. He chose a different path, but I will have seen him. Also, I had 666 tapes. And that's just the sign I needed. To say that this run is practically done. Now, I'm not gonna, like, do a celebratory ability popper yet. But... I do believe this is all she wrote. And that is kind of amazing. I think I'm gonna get into the elevator sub-hour as well, which is nice. Boom, sub-hour. By 10 seconds. Nah, suppression. I don't need first aid, I'm not pushing this run forwards. To think that I thought I was gonna die floor 7 to this is insane. I mean, Scoob isn't actually like the scariest thing. We get a sound cue before he stretches on like his annoying sister. I hear the fluorescent light. So let's do a hyperspeed ghost and just go. Who's here? Toodles. Oh my god. Yes, only take me. There we go. Well guys, thank you for watching. That was fun. Did not think I'd survive that long, especially with how sloppy that start was, but I guess I was just warming up for the rest of the floors. Shame Dandy never showed up though. So yeah, I guess the entire challenge portion of this challenge video was gone suddenly. Oh well. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be seeing you next vid, which should be my new little challenge for Plants vs. Zombies 2. Or if you wanna hop over at stream, I should be streaming at 7 PM EST. Both days of the weekend. At least I plan to. Not always the case, but plan. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.